and today is going to be a 2 to 3 month update on baby Malia. And again, it's a little hot up in here. Okay, so it's going to be, let me light this up. So it's going to be an update about baby Malia, and I have her here. You're not going to be able to see her, but she's here. Just to keep the light out of her face. Where do we start? So she's now responding where she's done her first smile, like, and laugh. She's doing her first response to mama and daddy when we speak to her, and you know, she smiles in response to us saying hi Malia, or you know, Momo is her nickname. And she weighs probably about almost 13 pounds, almost about that. And she's still loving breast milk. I am still breastfeeding. I have engorgement right now in my left boob because I think that's where I feed her the most. I don't switch up, and when I do, it's a little bit too late. It's when my boob is engorged. So she's still breastfeeding, and she's breastfeeding on the hour for about an hour. So she's getting a good sum of milk. She loves music. The little swing that we got her, she loves seeing herself, you know, in the little mirror reflector, smiling, giggling at her little self. She loves seeing herself, her reflection. And what else? She loves the attention big sisters give her. They make sure that they're always around for her every move. They make sure that she sees them, and she loves interacting with them. She knows, it's like she knows these are my siblings, because as soon as they come to her, you know, they're like, hi Momo, hi Momo. My oldest, Julia's like, hi Momo, and then Olivia's like, hi baby. And it's the funniest and cutest thing you ever seen. So Malia is almost 3 months. I could say that she's almost 3 months. She'll be 3 months on the 27th of this month. I'm doing her 2 to 3 months because I'm kind of a little behind on this baby update thing. So I said I might as well incorporate the two because she's going to be 3 months at the end of this month. This is going to be her first Halloween, as it was for Olivia. Malia is a Leo, is what I found out. Being that her birthday lands on July 27th, she's a Leo. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, Olivia's a Cancer. She's born July 9th, so she's a Cancer. And I was like, wow, okay, that's new. But her birthday also lands on her, my father-in-law's birthday. So they share a birthday together. She loves little stuffed animals, and I'm going to show you what she loves. I have it hanging here. She loves this little thing my mother-in-law gave her. She loves it. It's got the little rattle on the inside of the head. It's a lamb, and it's like a blanket incorporated. Like right now, she's like reaching for it, so I'm going to give it to her. She loves this little thing. I have no idea where my mother-in-law got these, but she gets one for each child. You guys, I still have all of them from Julia's birth and from Olivia's birth, and now Malia. I have another one hanging up over here. I keep them nearby because her cradle is in here when I'm not doing my work. As you can see behind me, when I'm not doing my work and recording my videos, she sleeps in here with us, of course. She's going to be sleeping in here with us until she's 1, or until she's probably around 8 months. But I say 1 because I have anxiety about her not being close. So, you know, that's that. She has cradle cap. I'm still trying to find something for her cradle cap. And what cradle cap is this dryness, this excess dryness around the middle or around the crown of their head, like right after birth. They still have this dryness on their head. And I'm still looking for something. And somebody said olive oil treatment, a little warm olive oil. So I might just do that, just a little dime size. So I might do that because she has cradle cap. And also she's fitting in still newborn clothing, but she's moved to 3 to 6 month clothing. She is a juicy baby. Let me show you again. She is a juicy something. Oh, and her shirt says, I'm fancy, you already know. And I got it from Pat Pat, along with another onesie that I'm going to have a picture in here somewhere. Pat Pat is an amazing store for your infants, your toddlers, and your big kids. And I love Pat Pat. Now, what I don't like is that it takes a lifetime for the stuff to get here, but it's well worth it. It's cute. I'm trying to incorporate, you know, more undertones and dark tones and then light tones, you know, for the winter. And then, like, I don't know why I do this little dark tone during the summer and in between with color tones. But she looks so cute in this romper. It's a little big on her. it's a little big on her, but she's growing into it. She can wear it all the way until her first birthday, and which I can't wait, but I'm not rushing. So what else? She's still a pacifier baby, and she's on and off with the pacifiers. My other two were pacifier babies, but she's, you know, in and out with the pacifier. She's like, one minute she wants it, one minute she don't, one minute she just wants you to hold her. That's how she gets over, you know, the crying. Somebody has to be in her face picking her up. So she's a little attention seeker. So I love that about Malia. Her hair is not growing in as fast as Olivia's did. Olivia had hair straight out of the womb, and Julia was bald-headed. So Malia had a little hair on Julia. Julia was straight bald-headed coming out of the womb. So Malia's hair is growing a little slow, as they have the gene from me where my hair, once cut off or short, it grows back slow. But when it grows longer and fuller. So, but I still have a little thin side on my side. So she may have that. As far as her eye color, she's probably leaning on the hazel / the almond brown. And we kept trying to figure out what color her eyes were, because one minute they were gray, another minute they were like a blue, and it's just, see, Julia's eyes are hazel, Olivia's is an almond nut brown, and hers is kind of like an in-between. That's crazy to say, but that's the way it is. As far as, let's see, cutting her nails, she's still scratching her face, and she's scratching me as we speak. Her nail is still long, and it's kind of scary that I take the clippers. I haven't taken them in a while to her hand, because you don't want to hit a vein. They start bleeding. I freak out about that. So I try to take like a little thin grit filer and just file her nails down as close as I can without hurting her. I also try to put mittens on her hand and her feet, but she ain't having it, so it's like whatever on that whole situation. She does not like wearing socks. That's what another thing I learned. None of my kids like wearing socks. So keeping socks on her at nighttime is a hard task. So that's why I keep her in the zip up sleeper, the zip up coddle me pad, swaddle me pad. And she sleeps that way. She sleeps in a cradle next to my bed, as I said, inside of a co-sleeper. So her cradle, and I don't know if you see my last video, but you'll see what I'm talking about if you go look at my baby goodnight routine. And she sleeps in a cradle inside of a co-sleeper. And the co-sleeper has mesh on the side, which gives her, you know, it's breathable mesh where she's able to breathe, and it's not blocking off airways or anything of that nature. It's been a pretty good 3 months. She's getting sleeping down somewhat. She's still a night owl, but like I said, you have to fully feed her. She has to be full. I'm talking about she has to drink until she stops drinking, or she's not going to sleep throughout the night. I was told by my grandma, a full belly equals a smooth night of sleep, and that's true for kids. My kids like to eat. Like, I have little gremlins in the house, and food be gone in less than a week. So she loves to eat, but as far as putting her down to sleep, I have to fully make sure, I have to feed her and make sure her belly is full. That way I'm not waking up in the middle of the night, probably around 2 hours or so, maybe a little extended to 3. But other than that, she does kind of good with it. And I try to make sure I don't have the fan on all night, but she loves the fan. She loves watching the fan go before she goes to sleep, and she loves having the cool air hit her, because that just really knocks her out. So I love that idea. What else? I told you she likes music, so she likes anything that plays musically. I sing to her, of course, and she smiles and laughs. I don't know if it's because, you know, she don't like my singing, but you know, I try. So as far as that goes, what else? Let's see. I don't know what else I can say about Momo. She's amazing. Like right now, she's scratching herself. She's an amazing little baby. Like, we get through the day as far as carrying her out. We have no problems. Like I said, as long as she's fed, we have no problems with her on the outside. I do breastfeed her on the outside publicly. No, I don't have my tit whipped out. But if I had to, I would, because putting a baby under a sheet, it's, whew, oh, and not only is it time consuming when you have a screaming child, but man, do you and your baby get overheated. Like, I almost had this argument with this one girl who just didn't understand that you have to realize you have two bodies touching together while feeding a little one. And during that time, y'all both are creating a heat box and a heat wave underneath this blanket slash this cover, and it gets hot and overwhelming. She's kicking and screaming, trying to pull the thing off. Look, I say get some clothes that's breastfeeding friendly. I did find this one store that I'm going to link in my description box below to give you information about, you know, these discreet yet comfortable breastfeeding clothes where you don't have to put this thick old sheet or this breastfeeding cover on, because don't let nobody lie to you, it gets hot and irritating. Around the time that my baby gets ready to eat, I'm talking about, she'll pipe up just a little bit and I'll be like, oh, it's time to feed her. And then I'm scrambling around to look for the breast cover when we're out. In my bag, I keep it in one bag inside of a bag, but I'm still scrambling for it. And by that time, she's piped up from, you know, 0 to 100, and I'm looking like, oh gosh. So I'm going to follow my own advice. I'm going to purchase me some discreet breastfeeding clothes. I noticed they have dresses, they have shirts, they have whatever, you know, it's really cute. So I'm gonna link it down below when I find it. That way you don't have to hear people's mouths about, you know, seeing your boob and all this other stuff, when 100%, to be honest, it shouldn't really be looking at you breastfeeding your child, because you're just doing what comes naturally, which is feeding your kid. I don't understand why folks are just weirded out, because you know what, I take that back. We have overly sexualized something that was not intended for men. Now, don't get me wrong, it's okay, you know, the feel-good moment. But they were never intended for man. They were intended for the purposes of feeding your child. And if you're weirded out by breastfeeding in public with your kid, I recommend that you just dig deep down in your soul and say, look, wouldn't you want to be fed if you're hungry? So I'm going to feed my kid because they're hungry. No pumping bottles. A lot of us mom can't produce a lot of milk to put in a bottle. And not only that, it's very uncomfortable, where 9 times out of 10, the moms of us that are pumping, we dry out. We dry out. A lot of people don't believe that. Every woman is different. A lot of people don't believe that. We dry out when we pump, and we've been so used to just having them latch on that we dry out after we pump. I did that twice. I was pumping and pumping and pumping. I had a good 4 or 6 bottles every time I pump. But y'all, as soon as I stopped pumping and I wanted her to latch, I was dried out. So I stopped pumping and I started back just letting her latch. It's, first of all, it's natural. The bond experience is amazing. And don't let nobody tell you that what you're supposed to be doing naturally is not natural. They're not natural. Not right in the head, but not natural either. So as far as breastfeeding is going for me, I'm doing A-okay. I'm doing A-okay, and she's doing good. Her latch is perfect. I do, like I said, I have an engorged boob because I'm feeding from one boob, which is dumb. But I'm going to switch up today, and she's going to be on my right boob. That way it gives my left boob a little relief. But other than that, look at her face. Look at her face. I'm sorry I scratched you. Y'all, these nails, I need to do something with them. But she dropped a binky. But she's amazing. She has dry skin also, so I'm trying to figure out with the dry skin as well. I might just try the olive oil all over. But as far as everything else, she's amazing. So I think that's it with this baby update, because I didn't want this to be long. You know, us mom go on a rant because we love our kids so much. And I don't want this to be a very long video. So this is the end of my mommy rant and update about Malia Rose Moscato. And you'll see me in her next update, which will be her 4-month update, because I kind of, like I said, I incorporated the 2 to 3 now. So you'll see me in the 4-month update, and you'll see Momo in the 4-month update. So until then, it's been fun, it's been real, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.